All right, so Luke Rockhold right now, guys, is in talks with apparently multiple organizations. Luke Rockhold in talks with and I quote, new and upcoming promotion. According to both MMA Junkie and MMA Weekly, both reported on this. Can Karate Combat afford him? He was there at their last event. He was, kicking the bag with McMalley and Boss Rutan. He was actually on color commentary, I believe in place of George St. Pierre that weekend. Regardless, praising, swooning, and also talking about how this would be such a great fit for kickboxers or mixed martial artists who employ the kicking game in the striking department, more than their peers, a la what Luke Rockhold did, not only in his UFC tenure, but en route to the Strikeforce title as well. So, will it be one championship? Because there, he's a good jiu-jitsu guy as well. He has a tremendous ground game. He's a very talented grappler. I mean, he's such a good, well-rounded guy. Now, I know at this stage of his career, what is he, 38 years old? He's not elite anymore, but he still has all the tools. And clearly his kicks could still decapitate some motherfuckers. But anyways, if he signed in one championship, there's grappling option for him. There's kickboxing. Hell, maybe he even goes crazy and does some Muay Thai, though I highly doubt it. I could very much see him, participate in kickboxing there and mixed martial arts. 3-fight deal, 3 different avenues, 3 different martial arts, 3 different types of competition. And I imagine they would pay him quite handsomely.
You rather swallow or spit, girl?
RIZIN for the New Year's show? Maybe just for the New Year's show, as it's still quite a bit of ways away. I don't know if Rockhold's going to fight anytime soon. And if they offer him enough money, make sure he doesn't injure himself in training. I know a lot of those like martial artists, which I would say Luke Rockhold is more of a martial artist than he is a fighter. A lot of them just really, really want to have that experience in Japan. Is that an option for him? I know a lot of those who are more of martial art mindset versus a fighter's mindset, if that makes sense, all say that they want to at least fight one night in Japan. The New Year's show might be the biggest one. He has a relationship with Scott Croker, so maybe that helps, as it is Bellator versus RIZIN. That could be an option. He's not going back to BKFC, I imagine. But these are some key points to think about, folks. How much did he make in the UFC? How much did BKFC pay him? How much does Karate Combat pay their athletes? And furthermore, could pay him, given that they are a newer promotion. It's not like they're raking in pay-per-view dollars here because they're free broadcasting on YouTube. Now, they have a lot of sponsors. They've been backed by some crypto companies, so there is money there. But let's get into some of the financials here. Guys, in Luke Rockhold's last fight in the UFC, he made around $200,000 to show. I don't know what his win purse would have been, but I do know that he walked away with just over $200,000 for fighting Paulo Costa in his last fight. BKFC reported that he made between $700,000 and $800,000 to fight Perry in that bare knuckle affair where he got his tooth chipped and, gave up quite early. But again, between $700,000 and $800,000 to participate in that one BKFC match. So just shy of $1 million there. Karate Combat, currently for their top tier talent for quote unquote names, and they haven't had very many big names, they pay up to $100,000. And those are to karate gold medalists, to, former champion kickboxers or current champion kickboxers and karate world champions as well. Those in the karate world, those in the point fighting world, those in the striking world who are at a level where they know they're going to bring the fight, make up to $100,000. With all that being said, Karate Combat could probably add a little bit more to that deal to sway a Luke Rockhold. Give him the opportunity to, patch his leg pants, his gi up with sponsors. I'm sure he would be allowed to have some sort of sponsorship clause in the entrance, in the pre-fight, in the poster, something to get that number to maybe 150,000, maybe even up to 200, which was what the premier organization apparently paid him in his last fight. I imagine one championship could pay him more. I imagine RIZIN could definitely pay him more. Now, RIZIN for one night could probably pay him more than BKFC did. One championship, base pay probably more than 200,000. And that's what the UFC paid him in his last fight. So, having said all that, I would not be surprised at all if Luke Rockhold signs with Karate Combat. Now, to start for a one-fight deal, but if he finds success in it, because he's not going to be going up against killers. Maybe he is, actually. We'll see if they feed him a can or not, but I digress. I think he'll fare well, let's just say, in that promotion. There could be a chance that if it's a fit for him, that he stays there and rides into the sunset in Karate Combat, making a decent chunk of change. But if they can't pay him that much, if they can't pay him more than $100,000 or that at least, man, I would imagine One Championship has called him already, if not already in talks with him right now. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, folks. Where will Luke Rockhold sign his next deal?